Hi guys, thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. If you're joining us for the first time, I want to say thank you and thumbs up to you. And kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel as well. And for all my existing subscribers, I want to say thumbs up to you once more and thank you for being there with us. One of the important things in sales is lead generation. Having multiple people that you're reaching out to that can patronize you at different stages in your business. Because one of the things that you need to know that business is a continuum. And so you need to always have customers coming back to patronize you or new customers coming back to do business with you. And so one of the effective ways of doing this is through cold calling. However, cold calling has its own challenge, such as people being defensive and not wanting to hear you or listen to you, or people hanging up on the phone on you, or people even saying things that you wouldn't like. However, as a salesperson, you always know that this is also one of the effective things that can help you get more business or get more customers. So this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to master cold calls and how you can effectively go about it. One of the things you need to know is that when you want to do cold calls, you need to gather a bit of information about the people that you want to reach out to. That means you need to do a bit of research on your prospect so that it helps you in the conversation. For example, a pharmaceutical sales rep who wants to reach out to a pharmaceutical company, you need to have a bit of information so that when you place the call to them, you can use that as a conversation starter. Or a photographer who is trying to reach some event planners so that you can strike a deal with them and get clients from through them, for different events. One of the things you need to do is that you need to have an idea of the kind of customers that those event planners are reaching out to and how your services can better suit them. So one of the things that you need to do if you want to master cold calls is your tonality. This is very important. In tonality, one of the things that is highly important is that you need to be sure that your conversation is maintaining a constant, or a moderate tone. So what this means is that you are not speaking too high or you are not speaking too low. So for example, you turn on a call and say hello, or you turn on a call and say hello. You don't want to sound very aggressive to the customers. So you need to be careful about how you raise your tone. So the best method to go about it is to maintain a moderate tone. Hello, my name is Tolu from XYZ company. Or hello, my name is Jane from XYZ company. So that the person who you're speaking to is also able to, say the same, respond in a similar tone to you. And then the person doesn't think that, it's just one of those people who's trying to just, scam them on the phone. The other thing you need to pay attention to is learning how to match some of the benefits that you want to offer in the conversation from the get-go. So what do I mean by this? So for example, if you want to sell a hair fryer to a customer and you want to cold call different customers based on the database that you have, and you run a call and you say, hello, my name is Jane from ABC company. Would you mind a product that helps you to save cost on oil and also helps you to reduce the amount of oil that you consume so that you can stay healthy? That is something that helps you to start a conversation and the customer knows what you're talking about from the get-go. Or you're talking to a business, or you want to call a business and you go on the call and you say, hi. And then there's a receptionist that picks the call. In that situation, you then say that, okay, would you mind if I'm able to speak to the person who is in charge of sales and training in your organization? So the person might say, okay, the person is currently not available, or do you have an appointment with the person? So what you want to do is that, my name is XYZ person and I work with XYZ company. I'm running a sales training that can help increase revenue of your business from 20 to 30% in a 12-month period, and I'd like to speak to the person who is in charge of sales training so that this can be better suited for them. When do you think I can call back to get across to the person? So you want to run something, you want to run a demo such that the person that you're speaking to has an understanding of what you're saying. Because sometimes some people put guards and then you might hear things like, sorry, we're not interested in the product. But even when the person says, sorry, we're not interested in the product, in that situation, you also don't need to just give up. You can say things like, some of the other customers within your industry also said the same thing. However, some of them are some of our best customers today. So the person might be like, okay, so tell me more about it. And then you now ask, okay, do you have like 5 minutes so that I can run you through some of our products? So what you've been able to do is that you've been able to break the barrier and got the person to be interested in the conversation that you want to say to the person. There are some things that you also need to avoid when you're doing cold calls so that people don't tend to see you, maybe like a scammer, or people don't tend to, just hang up on you immediately. So one of the things you want to avoid is saying something like, oh, you've been specially offered, or you've gotten a special offer, or the person is trying to ask you for details of your company and you're not willing to share. So in that case, if someone is asking you for the details of your company, you try as much as possible to share those details with the person. Or if the person is asking you some personal details, just to have an understanding of who is speaking to them, you also go ahead to share. Because by doing this, the person understands that you are transparent, and then there's nothing to hide. If they need to go check you up or do some background checks on you. In conclusion, cold calling does not necessarily mean that you will always win the sale or the business. However, it helps you to generate enough leads that you can follow up on so that you can get in more business or close in more business. If this video has been helpful to you and you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly go ahead to do so and like this video and share with as many people that this can be beneficial to. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. See you next time.